How's the auto? Well, hey everyone. Sorry, still getting set up. Hey Ricardo, hey Seth, hey Michael. Hi Arthur, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Like I said, still finishing getting set up. Alright, look, ready to go. Actually, check my camera. Mic sounded fine. All right. Let's try and get a fair amount of heavy metal plates, considering the campaign's out there. I've been so busy CPing, I haven't found any time to try and knock out Voidwatch. Oh, that sucks. Feel bad for anyone that is struggling with a job, you know, trying to find a job and got laid off and everything. That's, yeah, not cool. Oh, you're welcome. What have you been farming? Was it Brandon? Brandon Mitchell, except for that's not Brandon. Like, what have you been working on? Just heavy metal plates or other things, or just grinding out Voidwatch? Because it is good to have all of it cleared. Well, don't worry about that. I mean, because you can do that at any time. The campaign doesn't affect the those zones, the Promethean zones. So, if you're trying to farm something else, keep farming everything that's not in like that Walk of Echo zone. Because like I said, that zone isn't affected by the campaign. So I would just stay focused on everything else, on whatever you're trying to do, because once the campaign's over, you could then just go and clear, because it makes no difference. Yeah, I would just keep focusing on the clears, yeah, doing Bismarck. Don't worry about those zones until the campaign's over with, would be my suggestion. No point in, you know, spending time on something when you're not really getting any bonus out of it when you can do it at any time. It would be nice if they did at least have a campaign that was a bonus for that. Like, they could have a separate. They could do, like, Voidwatch Plus, how they have all these other plus campaigns, and have it affect that zone. Okay. Yeah, like, it takes like 300 kills to get a pulse weapon, and then even then you're kind of up to, you know, RNG's chance. Cool. Alright, let's hope for some plates. Stop moving. Oh, you're welcome. Glad that they've helped. Although I'm not opposed to getting some crystal petrifacts. I mean, I already have one stack. Almost a full another stack to have my choice of pulse weapons. I'm not gonna be able to pop that. Son of a gun, man. Now you're wasting my trick attack. Really do need to make a haste samba macro. Man, haven't gotten any rare items so far. So the cells increase the drop rate. So there's basically, I don't remember what, there's 3 types of cells. I don't remember what the 3rd cell does. The first cell, which is cobalt, increases the number of drops that you get. So the thing about that is, though, that's only going to affect, like, it's going to be drops like any of these. So it's increasing the number of drops is not going to help get, say, heavy metal plates or rift cinder or any armor or any of the good stuff. The Rubicant cells that I'm trading, that increases the quality of the drops. That does increase the chances of getting a rare item, which is why I'm trading that. Displacers, obviously, you're aware what they do. They weaken the mob. So, considering I'm trying, the goal for me doing this is just to farm heavy metal plates. That's why I'm using the Rubicant cells to help with the drops. I'm gonna get more treasure hunter just with myself being thief, which is why I am on thief. If you don't have a thief at all, using a thief trust, that'll at least give you some treasure hunter. But I'm obviously going to get more treasure hunter myself, because I'm getting pretty much 9 almost every time. I'm getting at least a minimum of 8 on the mob. I don't think you're really going to get more than 2 on a mob with a trust. But of course, like I said, if you don't have thief leveled, then by all means use a thief trust. But thief trust is not going to help any more with treasure hunter than I'm already doing myself. No! Weapons. Team up with my subscription? I'm not sure what you mean by teaming up. Well, BC&Ms aren't affected by Treasure Hunter. This actually is, and I'll prove it in a second after we clear. I already traded, didn't I? Yeah. But yeah, you definitely want to be trading Rubicant cells if you're going for drops. If you're just trying to go for clears and key items, you don't need to worry about it. But you definitely want to be using Rubicant cells if you're going for drops. I've played with my subscribers before. I've even tried to set up events like do CP parties and stuff. Typically when I do that, no one like jumps in. I mean, that is during like a live stream. I suppose I could set something up that isn't a live stream with subscribers. That way it might feel like less pressure. So I definitely had people say that they would like to party. But so right here. So see, colleague with Treasure Hunter skill increases alignments by 9% across the board. Considering I got TH9 on it, that's why it's 9%. So if I got it to 10, it would be 10%. Like I said, trusts I don't think get more than TH2, so... Yeah, if you're definitely also going for a pulse weapon, you definitely want to be using Rubicant cells also, because that's like the super, super rare drop, so... But, yeah, I'm definitely down with, doing stuff with, subscribers. Oh, you're welcome. Is that Braskus Guardian? I'm happy you've been enjoying the videos and gotten value out of them. I play on Bahamut. I was about to say Azure, but no, I left Azure. I am currently on Bahamut. I think any of the ones up in Sky are good for the bags, for the pouches of heavy metal plates. From my understanding, it doesn't really matter. So you could do the Harpy or you could do Quillen. I honestly I always like this because this zone, because it seems to be less prone to have like people on it. Not that I'm opposed to teaming up with people. You can have 18 people on it, but a lot of times the other spots there'll be people doing it, and sometimes even just botting. So I just like to go off by myself. But yeah, my understanding is the drop rate is the same for pouches for all the mobs on this tier. From my understanding, I always use Venus orbs where I get them. You get a free Mars orb every month anyway. While you can still get, like Omen bodies and stuff with Mars orbs, I feel like Venus orbs you get it's just a better drop rate for the higher tier stuff if you get a loud thud. So I always just do Venus orbs personally with my silver slips. Let's say copper slips. Of course, definitely use the Mars orb you get every month. Especially do that with all my mules too. I have quite a few slips at this point I need to burn. Oh sure, you can send me a friend request. Yeah, it was a pain doing it with an alliance, way back in, like 99 days. I remember fighting him, because one, he would focus on lights, he would definitely summon his ads. But Fallen Knight, I've seen you around. Yeah, he is an annoying fight, the slime. Bodilus Rex, or however that's... I was fighting him, I don't know, last week or the week before. He's not too bad if you have temp items and you use displacers. Because as soon as he chain spells, you just pop a fool's drink and then you're not taking any damage. No, I'm using it just to make him weaker. It just lowers his stats and his HP. It just makes the fight go a little faster. I could use 5, but then that's just using more money, and I don't think it's really needed. That's why I'm doing 3. I can definitely beat him with 0, but the fight's gonna take like twice as long. Yeah, I have some guides for salvage. I mean, I haven't made guides for, like, the normal salvage, but I have a guide for, a specific one for farming Alexandrite. I plan on making guides for, like, clearing it, considering you know, that's something you need to do for Mythic. It's kind of in the works as I'm working on Mythic. Man, I'm just like getting no rare drops. Here's my link to my YouTube guide for there's my link to my YouTube guide for farming Alex, doing salvage. Like I said, I do plan on doing more and following up with that. Yeah, Ammon Trove seems to have a decent drop rate on pulse weapons. I remember when I like had a stockpile of like 4 per character, I ended up getting like 2 pulse weapons out of like all my orbs. At this point, I would say that's my main source. Is going to be Ammon Trove or the SP Gavi keys. I guess that makes sense because it's not going any higher than 550. Hey! Pouch. So if nothing else, you get the placebo effect of Treasure Hunter. I guess that makes sense because it's not pushing it up. You aren't capping at 550. I guess that makes sense. Doing on space. Not bad. That's the problem with doing this is your space just gets clogged up really quickly. Yeah, it'd be nice to have the summer off, although I will say this, with this whole virus thing, me working from home, it's been pretty laid back for me for the most part. I've been able to do, like, stuff on 11. It doesn't take a lot of attention that I have to, like, stop on a whim when I have to jump onto some work. But, I mean, most of the time I'm just sitting there with my work laptop open and just email and Skype open for whenever work comes in. Because right now I'm still in training for, I just moved into a system admin tier 2 position. So at this point I'm just basically running certain tickets and I don't really have anything to do until tickets come in. Although that's going to be changing shortly. Tomorrow I actually have to go and do, go get the physical drug test, titer test, and all that stuff tomorrow. And then June 8th is my official start date. But I've already been, like, working the position. But yeah, it's been quite nice working from home for the most part. Although I can't say it's been great for my physique, because normally I was always walking around a hospital doing IT work, so all that walking was actually good exercise. And now I, like, sit on the couch 90% of the day. Personally, I like working on multiple things at the same time. So like, for me, I would be putting the plates into, you know, whatever weapon you decide. Now, whether you want to do Yukon or Almace, that's arguable. They're both fantastic weapons. I actually have both of them on my main. And Helifel has an Almace, so that's 2 Almaces. The only reason I would say possibly Almace over Yukon is just the fact that, you know, multiple jobs can use it. But if you're only planning on playing one of those jobs, like say just Blue Mage for it, then it's like, would you prefer having a weapon for Blue or War? But Yukon is ridiculous. I love it. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you're off for the summer. Well, enjoy your summer break. Like, I remember a friend's mom, she was a school secretary. Like, secretary for the principal, and I know she had, like, most of the summer off. You know, she really enjoyed that. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I've been in IT for like 18 years now. probably for close to 10 years now, I've been trying to get into, like the, you know, system admin, like higher tier server type positions. And it's just been hard to break into that without a degree or certification, but yeah, finally did it. And even leapfrogged into a tier 2 position. Damn weapons. Like how it makes sense that Treasure Hunter doesn't really do anything and yet I'm still stacking it. Old habits. Is that worth money? Don't think it is. Hey, they announced the campaigns for next month. Alright, hold on. So crust drop rate. Alright, so it's the orbs for like the Kindred Crest and High Kindred Crest BCNMs. Delve, which is good. Ooh! The Walk of Echoes campaign, Surge Walk, that's cool. Double accolades, that's always good. Unity, Dynamis and Chocobo Digging. Alright. So yeah, Delve and Walk of Echoes. Those are the two I'm most interested in. I didn't even look up how much the scroll was worth. 40K, but 24 up. Ooh. Yep. You watch them do the dig animation and then wait, and then yeah, dig where they just saw them dig. You can get items. On Petrifax. I will do 5. Got some extra displacers. Hey Winders, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. They're going all right. Having only gotten one pouch so far, so that's not super cool, but hopefully that'll pick up and we'll get some more. Cool. There are other FFXI streamers going right now? Let's see. I seem to be the only one. Oh, there's a couple other people on Twitch. Hunting for Games is going. Firebrand. Oh wow, there's actually a bunch actually now I'm seeing. I didn't realize there were so many people who streamed FFXI on Twitch. That's cool. So 18 people streaming, 11 right now. Cool, cool. Like, it's good to see, you know, a lot going on with the game. I have no idea. My guess is some sort of small expansion. They've kept it quite hush-hush, although they've tried making it a big deal like it's gonna be something big. So, would be cool if they brought it to modern consoles. There's absolutely no reason that PS4 or PS5 and whatever the latest Xbox is couldn't handle it. I mean, they could do textures. I know there's been fan stuff that's done that uses third-party programs that make does like HD textures. So. Yeah, you can join me farming. I don't mind. I'm probably going to be wrapping up here soon and going and getting more cells and stuff, and then coming back. But yeah, you're welcome to come out. Yeah, I don't think they'll release an HD version, but the thing is, it's possible, considering it's just a matter of upgrading the textures. I do think it's something that could be done. I don't think they will do it. I think more like an expansion or something. There's definitely availability for like upgrades and stuff. Like, we haven't gotten, what is it? Our Empyrean armor is only to +1. So there's obviously going to be a +2 and +3 version for that at some point. With the Ammon Trove, we're now, using silver slips. We have the copper slips, which can be used for any type of currency. So what's the gold slips going to be used for? And how are you going to obtain them? It's only, what, 2 years away. So the 20th anniversary. So it'll be interesting to see what they would do. Well, they have a couple dedicated developers for this game, and they've already done some work to it, so, I mean, and they already have a plan, like, they've already talked about it, like, 2 years ago for what they're doing, so. I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited too to see whatever it's going to be. I personally don't really mind if they don't upgrade the graphics. I mean, updated graphics is of course nice, but it doesn't really affect the gameplay. I personally would like more content. And actually like some content with some, like, thought into it. I mean, like, Omen's okay. But there's nothing really special about it. What's it called? Odyssey, the newest event. That's just, I mean, just go in, there's this cluster of mobs. I mean, I feel like they could do something. I'd want to see something more like not as grindy as it used to be, but something kind of like the sea or sky system with like relevant drops. And I'm talking like this, not like Estus Sky. So something where you can, you know, go get top NMs and you know, move around the zone, that type of thing. That's something that I would like to see. I don't think that will happen, honestly, but that is what I personally think. I mean, like, you know, Abyssia was an expansion. Even like when Abyssia was out, I didn't think anything of like what Adeline. I mean, you could go anywhere. I didn't see I'm like full. Oh, I didn't ever hear them actually say that. But like I said, I didn't think it would happen anyway. I just wouldn't have been surprised if it did happen. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I do think they should, like, do something like lower the subscription cost. The fact that the subscription cost has been the same forever. And at this point, you know, they've shut down servers and everything. They definitely don't have as many people running it. They don't have as much support for it. Now, granted, I get it, you don't have as many subscribers either, but there's no reason you couldn't have, you know, more people, or I mean, you know, cheaper subscription costs. The only reason you're not, because that would draw in more people if there was a cheaper subscription cost. The only reason not is, you know, greed, trying to make more money. Yeah, people have been saying for a while that they've wanted an FFXI remake. I mean, now when they're saying remake, do they want like the current game in its current form, and could you transfer your character? Or when they're asking for a remake, are they asking for like, kind of like WoW Classic? Like they want the original, you know, 75 games. So I've definitely been asked the question multiple times, you know, if they brought back a Classic 11 server, would I go and play it? And my answer is to that would be no. Now, the reason is that it would be no isn't because I wouldn't want to. The reason for no is it was just a huge time sink. And even the current version of 11 is a huge time sink, but it's nowhere near the time sink that it was back in 75 days, camping HNMs, doing sea, sky, and all that stuff. So starting over, going through the whole leveling process again, and then gearing up, like, I just don't have time for that. If I could somehow go in, like, a hyperbolic time chamber and, you know, play the game for 2-3 years and come out and no time was passed, then sure, but, Yeah. Just because of having time and, you know, not wanting to invest that much time back into the game and do it all over again, I would not be interested if they re-release Classic. But that's my reasoning. Again, not that I wouldn't want to, it's just that I wouldn't want to invest the time. Like I said, I'm almost out of displacers and stuff. So, like, I only have 6 more pops. If you want to wait, let me pop them and then I'll go get more pops and I'll meet you at home point 4 and I'll show you the way that I get up here. So you want to remake with the current version, but no character transfer. So you'd have to start from scratch. If they did that, I might check it out, but I don't know if I definitely wouldn't full invest in it. Because again, same reason that I just gave for not going back to Classic. Like, been there, done that. Don't really want to do it again. Well, actually, it's not that I'd be opposed to doing it again. It's not wanting to invest the time to do it again. Since time is a limiting factor, and it's something that we don't get back. I am on Bahamut. How many petrifacts did I get? 31. Well, I already had like 8. I think I'm gonna get anywhere close to 99. I might be waiting until next campaign to finish that off. Not that I need it. I already have the. I already got the tokens I needed for Legion. For a pulse weapon. That's the thing, I don't know which pulse weapon to do next. I'm gonna have enough merit points to get a pulse weapon. Before the campaign's out. And then, considering Ambuscade's easy this month, I definitely will make another. Question is what to make. So I already have dagger, sword, axe, hand-to-hand, pole arm, the grip. I'm trying to think what I have. I think that's it. Oh, the club. So yeah, I don't know what I want to make next. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I don't think they're going to get rid of the NPC party system, just because, again, you kind of need it for people to level up. I mean, you could put more of a limit on it, but I mean, then again, like, some events you can't use it. You can only get so far anyway. It's not like you're clearing all the Omen bosses and stuff like that, or Dynamis with trusts. I wish they would remove the restriction they have on some of this stuff, that you need like 3 people to enter the event. Especially for stuff like Delve. Like Delve and Incursion. It's one thing if you have it for the current Dynamis. I still don't think you should, but I at least understand it. But, yeah, I don't understand why there's still a 3-person restriction to enter Incursion and Delve. It doesn't, and Vigari doesn't make sense. So if you get 300 of them, well, they do 2 different things. You can turn them into the Goblin in Rising Gemo, if you have 300 of them, and then that'll allow you to buy items for merit points, including pulse weapons. To buy a pulse weapon, though, you need 25,000 merit points, so you need a lot of merit points. But it's still good to obviously have it unlocked. Hey, second pouch. So it's good to have it unlocked because you need to trade what is it, 99 Petrifax, then 198 for the second tier, and then you'd be able to purchase the pulse weapon. Sorry. The second thing that they're used for is I think you can trade 2 or 3 of the Petrifax in, 3 or 4 of the Petrifax for a Kuba-3 Conundrum, which is essentially used. It's one of the entry requirements needed to do like Promethean Washer in the Promethean zones. You also will get a Kuba-3 Conundrum like once a day. You'll get a free one once a day once you've like flagged into that area. But then you can also trade in, like I said, it's 3 or 4 Petrifax for an extra one. So basically it's an extra ticket to get in. So that's the 2 different options that they have. No, it is definitely hard to learn them all. Really? Full inventory again? It is extremely hard to keep track of it all. A lot of it gets very convoluted. Especially since, like I said, originally the Petrifax were exclusively just for getting the entry to go do Promethean Washer and all the fights in that zone. It's only been recently that they've been turned into. It's been changed to the ability to get pulse weapons. Put it that way. So that's only been, more recent. Alright, last pop and then go get some more. lamps aren't too bad. They are annoying, but they're not too bad on Nivell. Especially if you get, I can't remember if Uncharted. I've done Uncharted a few times. I believe it's the same though. I could be incorrect. But orders would always sucks. Register is always nice. You just go find the lamp, click it, and you're done. Okay, I'll grab 48 cells myself. That's way more displacers than we need. Anything else I want an NPC? Toss the boots. The rest of this stuff will stack. I think we're good. Alright, let me go pick up some displacers. Or not displacers, cells. Actually, lately I've mostly been hanging out in Nashville. I just switched my home point to Mara just because of doing ambuscade for when warping back. I don't actually hang out in Mara. Although it is nice to go back if you like swap it when I'm like CPing with the Nomad Moogle right there. It's easy to swap out bands. Going to like West Adelan, if I wanted to swap out bands, I'd have to zone in, zone out, zone in, to then send bands to myself. So, Nashville has the Nomad Moogle, but it's a little bit further of a run. So, I mean, I just haven't bothered switching it back to Nashville is all. But, wait, did you say you had 48 cells? That's actually a decent amount. We will need some more displacers. Like, let's see how many we have. But Well, the thing is, look at it as so. I'm fine with doing 4 stacks. I was hoping to get more than just 2 pouches. That's kind of. It's kind of bad, but like you don't really need any displacers for this. For some of the higher stuff, you definitely do want it. But that's why I like 3. I think it's a good medium. So I can pick up a few, and it'll be good between the 2 of us. I don't think they're going to add a new shop to spend Crewer. I mean, then again, we'll probably have something to use Crewer on. Along with, I'm sure, something else, but I bet you Crewer will be a part of it when we're doing, upgrading our, Empyrean armor to +2 and +3. Whenever that gets released. Grab 90, I already have some loose ones. I don't even know, how many do I have now? 98, yeah. My favorite relic weapon. So just relic, or are you talking Rima? If it's relic, I'd probably have to go with Kikoku, since like ninja's my favorite job to play, and I have one on Cloud Chief. Favorite overall weapon, like if we're talking all Rimas. I'm inclined to go with Yukon, but... And I'm not trying to say that that's the best or anything, but, I don't know, just the white damage you get cranking out with that weapon is just absurd. But yeah, if we're talking just relic, probably I'd have to go with Kikoku. Except I like playing ninja, and considering that is like the best ninja weapon at this point if it's R15. Doing Metsu. No, I've not gotten it yet. I do plan on doing that at some point. I need to make Gallahorn first, though. Considering I'm working on harp. Like, I'm probably gonna make... What is it? Tizona or whatever. The mythic for... blue. And then, although that's probably not next. Probably I'm going to be making harp. And as soon as I make harp, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and then go make a Gallahorn. Since that doesn't really take much. Especially since you only need to get it to 99. You don't even need to like 119 it. Then after that, I'll probably start focusing hardcore on finishing the mythic. Then after that, I'll probably make the Great Axe. And I'd still like to make a Burt Gang also at some point, but that's like way on the back burner. The least popular Rima. I mean, I guess that kind of depends. I mean, probably what, Calistrum or whatever, like the Black Mage, staff. I think it might be okay for Black Mage at this point. I think they finally added some stats to make it good, but I'm honestly not 100% sure on that. Like, least popular. I would think it would be like a mage weapon. Would be like, you know, for the least popular, because it's like, you know, typically if you're on like Black Mage, you want to be like nuking and stuff, so. I think it's called Calistrum. No, I don't even remember. Now I'm curious. That is Calistrum. Let me look. Is this thing even any... Yeah, 60 accuracy. Okay, 279 magic damage is half decent. Pet accuracy. 20% damage taken with Aftermath and then 15 refresh. I mean, yeah, I'd probably have to say that. Yeah! Got another heavy metal pouch. I mean, that is really bad. I mean, in terms of weapon, although, was it... The magic damage isn't bad, but then again, that's just your, like, base damage, like... Who cares? 59 Petrifacts to finish. Probably start using 2 displacers to spread it out. All the Petrifacts there. Start using 2. We'll see when we're getting lower. Nice. Is that 3 or I think that's 4, isn't it? Yeah, 4 pouches so far. Nice. Good night. Alright, Braskus Guardian. You're welcome. Glad you enjoy the content. Have a good night's sleep. for... My thoughts on Dancer? It's a very strong job. It's not a job that I've ever really played much. I mean, of course, I've used a decent bit of it, but it's an extremely powerful job. Considering all the different like steps and flourishes, and it can heal, and yeah, it's just a power. I know it's a powerful job, and I can just do a lot of things. Like you can tank with fan dance. You can with saber dance. You just, especially for like the first 30 seconds or whatever, where you have like ridiculous attack speed. I believe Dancer has some of the highest skill chain damage of any job, so. I mean, I think that's what pushes it up in terms of being a contender for one of the top NDDs is the skill chain damage. Typically, it's not going to be the highest in just straight weapon skill damage, but skill chain damage, it does ridiculous. But like I said, it also just has a lot of utility to it too, which just makes it a very strong job. It's much stronger than it used to be, because at this point you can definitely main heal on Dancer depending on what content you're doing. I know, like back in 75 days, no one ever really wanted like a Dancer like main heal. They always still wanted at least like a red mage or white mage or scholar. That's just that NQ dagger, I think. Yeah, that's not the what's it called? The pulse weapon. Oh, Black Mage is definitely good. I know, what is it, like a year, maybe 2 years ago at this point. Black Mage was like the meta used for like everything. Might have been, what is it, a few more years back that where they literally used Black Mage for like all the content. Till they, was it, slightly nerfed Geo, and they stopped using Black Mage for everything. Phoenix Feathers and the Petrifex. That's like, can I get like 5 more of those? Or get like 20 more of those? With the Petrifex also. Keep my inventory nice and clean. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I've definitely gone like 40-some pops on the slime and like not gotten anything, and then I've definitely gone and done like 24 pops and gotten like 6 cinder, 2 dross, and like 3 plates. So RNG. I'm gonna assume he's traded at this point. Trust off the chest. Boom. Hello, how's it going? 2 tower start. Did I not trade? Come on. I have it turned to the highest settings for your resolution. I'm gonna have a video coming out about that soon, maybe in the next week or two. Going about all the different settings and stuff that you have to set. So to configure everything, you'd need to go into you have to quit the game and then go into it's called FFXI config. And then you go in there and you mess with like the resolution settings and everything. I can't really give too much advice on it because they completely change that whole configuration program and what it looks like and everything. So I just have it in there and have like all the graphical settings set to the highest. Obviously the menus I don't have. I have the menu set to a somewhat lower resolution, but that's because I like the larger fonts. Since I sit on a couch and, you know, this is off of a large screen TV that's on the other side of the room, so. Well, what drop are you going for, M Cage? 0 and 55. I mean, if you've gone 55 kills and haven't gotten a Rift Cinder, that's pretty brutal. If you've gone, 55 kills and you're going for the pulse weapon, that's not actually bad at all. So, considering he drops a lot of things, he drops, was it Rift Cinder, Rift Dross, heavy metal plates, and then the pulse weapon. So it's a lot of drops. Yeah, I prefer playing on the TV. Did have a period of time where I played on a monitor at a computer desk, but I don't even currently have a computer desk right now. So yeah, so you're going for the pulse weapon. That's something like a 1 in 300 drop. So going 0 and 55 isn't really that bad, to be honest. It's a really crappy drop rate. I've gotten like 2 of them, but that's with me doing that thing I don't even want to count now. That's over multiple campaigns, spamming it out. Because that's the mob I spammed out to basically finish my Yukon Versa. So. But good luck, hopefully you'll get it sooner rather than later. Oh wow, congrats. So no, that's like a low drop rate on tier 3. It's like, I don't even know what that is. Hey, you're talking off the tier 3s from FFXI. Excuse me. Boom. Yeah, I personally think he's the easiest one. out of the 3. Ecliptic Meteor is more just annoying and doesn't really hit very hard. I think it was, I'm trying to even remember what the other two. The one's like the dolphin thing. He's a pain. You know, the other thing has like death. Oh no, the monkey. That's what was the other one. He just has like petrify and annoying status effects. Takes your TP. Cool. The annoying thing about using that config tool is the fact that you have to, if you want to make any changes, you have to completely log out of the game. So say you adjust the resolution and then you want to see what would be a good resolution for your menus and stuff. So then you go ahead and set it, you log in, and then you don't like the settings. You now have to completely log out of the game, go into the settings, adjust the settings, and then go through the whole login process again. It's a royal pain in the ass, but it's kind of what you have to do to get your settings the way you want. Yeah, it is so out of date. But then again, it's almost a 20-year-old game, so, you know, what can you expect? I just wish that's what they should do for the 20th year anniversary, is just get rid of play online. Better decimation. Oh, cool. I haven't had much luck with ADL trying to solo it. I've gotten him like 1 or 2 times, but most of the time, if I try and solo it, what is it? He'll just start doing like, he'll split with his clones and start doing just annoying crap. So he doesn't give Rex Flurry since Koromoru hates Corsairs. Hates melee Corsairs. Okay, so if we went with 4... Yeah, doing it like at least duo, he's not bad at all, but trying to do it solo... Like I said, you can do it, but... So you need 40 Petrifex. Getting Gorgets out the wazoo. Too bad I can't like exchange them. Be like, here, here's your Gorget. Give me a heavy metal pouch, please. Oh, did I lose? Loses YouTube occasionally. I'll start to keep track of both chat windows. Yes. Starting to roll in the pouches now. What are we up to? 7. So that'd be ahead, what, 48 and 36. We still have 20-ish left. So it'll be 72 pops in total. So far we're already over a 1 for 10 rate, which is about what I see. Really average overall at 1 for 10. Yeah! Inventory is getting destroyed. On water. Yeah, I did just trade my picture back. Yeah, that's not something I've really done much. I wouldn't mind doing the Master Trials content. Time is it? It's almost 11 and getting low on cells. Thing's just getting utterly decimated. Oh man. Yeah, considering we are destroying this should be... Do one with a 5 displacer, and then do one with no displacers. Let's just see how the relative kills. We're almost done. I'm like, oh, I still have 8 slots. Here. that was much slower. That's like, was like 50% slower than when we were using 2. So now let's see, like, it's just gonna melt in like 2 seconds on with 5 displacers. Yeah, this thing's gonna melt in like 2 seconds. Yeah, like that was 5. Hey, FFXI, welcome to the stream. I'm actually doing quite well. So I've actually been one that's actually benefited from all this stuff for the most part. Working from home, and it's been pretty easy. I've recently, right before all this stuff broke, like got a promotion with my job. So actually, because I've been working as like a contractor for, I don't know, was it the last 4 or 5 years? And so, like tomorrow I actually have to go and go do a drug test and all that stuff, where I'm actually going to be brought on as a full-time employee at the place I've been working for the last 2 years as a contractor. So, honestly, it's been working out better for me. I know it sucks for a lot of people, and it sucks for anyone who's like lost their job, and I definitely feel for them. But for me personally, it's been good. The thing that sucks is, you know, not being able to go out and do things that I normally like to do. You can't go skydiving or anything like that because they have all that closed because of social distancing. So, but yeah, other than that, thank you. So what is it? I think, what is it? June 6th is my official start date. I've actually, for like 3 months now, been working the position already, but just doing it still as a contract. So June 8th will be my official start date as a full-time employee. So finally have benefits and all that hoopla. Alright, last pop. For me, anyway. I gotta hit the sack anyway, because I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Get some work done, and then, like I said, around noon, I get to go down to the hospital and get my drug test, titer test, physical, all that fun stuff. Spelled definitely wrong. Especially since, yeah, I have like no space now. Green tier for what? Oh, Dark Knight? The Dork? As they used to call it back in the day. That's your Liberator, yep, Udo Grip. Well, this is like your idol set. But yeah. I need to go do Odin and get these. But nice. Ugh, space. And 11 o'clock. Here I am set. Got that. Yeah, not R15 quite on that yet. Yeah, what is it? What's it called? Stinks. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Odyssey. Once you gotta spam that out. Let's see. So, how many plates do we get? We got 8 pouches. I'm gonna turn that in and then call it a night. And then I get to spend tomorrow cleaning out inventory. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the stream. Did pretty well, 8 pouches. Only 65 plates, so I'm gonna need, like, let's see, I'm gonna about 325 plates left to finish Harp. I'm casually strolling through it, but then next month's Ambuscade's upon us. That's 100 more, so that'll be down to like 225. We'll see if I went to the wrong home point. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to dump money into it yet or not for the rest of the plates and cinder. Because I have about 30 cinder. I do have dross can sell, but that only sells for about half the price of cinder, so. Alright, so like I said, I'm gonna say 325. 319, close enough. 6 less. So like I said, so that'll be about 225 after next month without putting any money into it. And plates are expensive on here. Like on Azure, you could get them for about 50 to 60K. Here, they're like 70 to 80K. Yeah, I think it's because I'm in town getting a lot going on. My upstream must be not going well right now. So like I said, how much are plates? Yeah, 80. That's for singles. Yeah, 9 mil. Yeah, like I said, they're expensive on this server. So if I got next month, so that would mean I need about 18, a little more than 18 mil to finish just the heavy metal plates if I wanted to buy out after next month's plates. That's the toss I did. I don't even have that much right now. Well, actually I do. I just have stuff that needs to sell. But alright guys, like I said, I'm gonna turn it in for the night. Oh, you're welcome. What is this one? Alright guys, thank you guys all for tuning in and supporting the channel, and yeah, good night everyone, and yeah, may you guys have success in all you do. Ugh.